This is what I do when I travel a lot of times is I walk. And as I'm taking this trip today, I just realized how bad the roads are here in Little Rock for pedestrians. I mean, it's horrible. If you have to walk and that's your sole means of getting around, or one of them, I'm lucky I have a wife who drives and I appreciate her help. And there's a bus system. I don't think it's all that great, but it is a bus system nonetheless. But taking the chance and walking in Little Rock is kind of crazy. Well, I was walking and Google sent me up Canis. Now, I don't know if you traveled Canis recently, but that's kind of crazy. And I just assumed there were sidewalks and everything up there, and there's not. And I backtracked and I went to Shackelford and I traveled up towards Financial Parkway. And as I was coming up one of the back streets there, okay, this is a construction zone. This is the state of sidewalks in Little Rock. And when you actually have to walk and use these things, it's kind of crazy, but nobody really thinks about that. This city is very inaccessible to those who can't drive. I'm okay walking, but it's not really safe in Little Rock. And this is just one of the many examples why it's not. I'm not too far from where I just was, and this is the situation with the sidewalk. This barricade kind of prevents you from going there, but I don't really think that someone is safe with this kind of a barricade, because you can pretty much walk through it if you really wanted to. Look at that sidewalk. There's a closer look at the sidewalk I was pointing out earlier. These are the kind of things that you deal with if you are walking in Little Rock, and I've seen a number of these kind of situations just in my one little walk, and as you can see up ahead there's even more. So this is not safe. Anybody trying to walk here is going to have a big problem, and Little Rock needs to do something about this, but I think they have better, or what they consider more appropriate uses of their money. And here is that same obstacle I just dealt with from the other side. If you can see, the only real way to cross is right next to the street, and you have to be very careful while doing that. This is it's just bad. There's no reason for the city of Little Rock to allow stuff like this to happen. Check out this manhole cover. It's upside down and can be a real hazard if you're trying to walk on it. This is also one of those things that keeps occurring. You know, I just want to be able to get out and walk, and I have to watch my step, which is okay. I mean, I should be watching my step, but this is a little bit ridiculous, and you see all of this kind of stuff in Little Rock. This city does not take into account pedestrians who would be walking in a lot of places, even downtown. When there was a lot of that reconstruction on Main Street, there were often times where if you were on the wrong side of the street, you had a problem. And Little Rock should do better.